I know. This is like I'm popping on really quick. So, this was coming through really strongly. Welcome to Be So Light. Welcome to Be So Light TV. Um, thank you so much, all of you that are been new subscribers for being here. Here we are all about being in our light, being in our truth, and speaking our truth. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I say it like it is. You can't handle that. Find the platform that speaks to you. I do the divine curriculum here, along with everyone else, and I help you keep your light as well as do your divine curriculum. Stop trying to fit into everybody else's curriculum of what you're supposed to be fitting in for them to like you or to be around, or you don't. Okay, so today we're on day 2 of our keys. Now, I have my key on. Okay. So, this came through really strong. And it's all about what's the vibration of your hands? I want you to think about that. What's the vibration of your hands? What are your hands saying to you? What's your hand saying? What is your hand saying? What's your hand saying? Come on now. What's your hand saying? So, I'm going to take a little bit of oil, and I want you to remember what we were doing um, when we were doing the 10 days. I want you to step into really still anoint your hands, like your hands are always receiving. I love this. I got this when I was doing my medicine bath. I was doing a detox bath, and boy, am I feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm all puffed out. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Things are moving. So I'm in my first part of my detox frequencies, and then I'm going to be moving into a parasiticals frequency cleansing and all of that. So I'm in the first part of it. So I'll start the parasitical one probably in the next couple of hours. I just go right in, just get it going. So take an oil that calls to you. Research your oil so that if the oil is something that is all about prosperity, it's all about good luck, everything, it's all about receiving, utilize that oil. Take and utilize that oil. And just, I want you to just take the time to get your hands ready to receive that handshake for the opportunity, ready to receive that that check that's coming in the mail, or payment from a client, or um, receiving a good branding of your company, whatever that is, how our hands receive. Okay, so our left hand is receiving and our right hand is sending. You have to know the alchemy of how you're doing it. So if you are taking your key and you're blessing up your key in the morning, you are sending in, you're using that right hand, sending in the energy of what you want your key to be amplifying. What do you want it to be emanating? How do you want that energy to be pulsating when you step out into the world? Hopefully, you're stepping out higher dimensions, not just staying stuck on 3. Please don't be doing that. Come on now. Come on. No. You know, we're got to stay elevated into your higher vibration. So, as I was sitting with this whole thing about the hands, I'm driving along and I said, well, let me go get my water. I'm going to get back before it starts raining because I don't like driving in the rain. I just, just don't like it. Anyway, I like walking or hearing the rain, but I don't want to be driving because people don't drive right when it's raining. Anyway, it's all about what is your hands doing? How many of you really think about your hands? Are your hands open to receiving? Are your hands always cold? Are your hands sweaty? Like you're nervous and anxious all the time, sweating all the time. Like if you put your hand down on something, you leave an automatic handprint where you've been. Okay? So I want you to think about, how is your hand responding? What are your hands doing? Are they open? Are your hands open? Well, let's, from this point on, every morning, make it a point to anoint your hands. And anoint your hands with knowing that you are receiving goodness. You're bringing that in. You see how it, yeah, it's mine. Taking it. You see that? What's that feel like when you do this? Because if you're going up like this and you're coming down like this, what are you, how are you receiving anything? You understand? No, 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 no. Get your hands activated to receive, because your hands and your keys go hand in hand. You can't open anything when you got your key in your hand. If you're When you have your key in your hand, you open everything. Excuse me, you open everything. Now, if you have your hands closed a certain way and you're trying to maneuver the key, it doesn't. You got to be able to receive the energy coming into your hands. So when you are with your key and you're holding it, you're bringing in that same vibration with it. Okay? Does that make sense? Because it's all about, is your hands open to receive? Is it open? Or is it not open? Which is it? So, take an oil of your choice, lovely. Let's get those hands open, because some people's hands are all about, I gotta pay bills, oh, I gotta go do this, oh, your hands are all about that stuff. Let's get your hands divinely aligning. You know, just be loving with the hands. And now you're just bringing in the energy and you're saying, my hands are anointed. My hands are divine. My hands are magical, creational energies. I receive and I also give with them. I receive all the goodness with me. I can also give with them. I have activated hands. My hands are divine. Mm-hmm. Do you feel it? Do you feel how good that feels when you say, my hands are divine? My hands are receiving right now. My hands receive goodness. My hands are so in tune with everything. When I go through a grocery store, I'm able to just go, yes, 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 nope, yes, 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 nope, yes, yes, not, yes, yes, yes. My hands are so in tune. When I walk into a room and I have my hands open, they're ready to receive. You see the difference? So many times where we're like this, or we got our hands in our pockets, or we're fidgeting with something, or we're doing the, I'm just going to use this. Or, I got it, gamer. Or, see the difference? Your hands are always giving to that technology. But what if you reverse the energy and you start creating the energy where you receive? You receive. If your hands are shut down, you can't receive what you really are desiring to align yourself with. Okay? So one thing in prana, when we were learning how to do pranic energy, we always rub our hands together. Same thing with Reiki. You rub your hands together. Then when you're going to open, you're charging up, charging down, charging up, charging up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Or I like to go. That's why when we were doing the oiling, I say rub your hands together and activate the oil and then breathe it in, right? So you're rubbing your hands together, creating that prana, creating that chi, creating that energy, and stating, I am ready to receive. So that's the number one thing that should be incorporated with when you're working with your ki. Because now your hands and your ki matches. The vibration is going to match. So now you got your hands open, activated. You got your ki ready to go. What did you tell your ki today? What was the intention? What did you set into motion with your ki today? Okay. So I want you to really think about that. Find those oils that are all about luck, abundance, the love energy, something you anoint your hands with that. So be very aware of what other things you're putting on your hands unless you're washing your hands. But when you start your day off, let that be a part of your thing. I do it all the time. Putting oils on, I anointing myself with my oils. That feels really good. And then getting your day set, getting open, creating that energy flow, getting rid of things that are not yours to carry, calling in and grounding in and centering into yourself, being here, being present, being on the higher timeline. You want to be present on your higher timeline, your higher positive timeline, not the lower ones where all the negative Nancy's and the Bobby Boos are hanging out at. Okay, you don't want to be there. So get into that flow. I asked Spirit this question, and I said, why do you have me doing such long things with people? Why can't I do like 3 days this, 4 days that, or something? And you know what Spirit came back and said? Spirit said just like this. People have not mastered how to be consistent with themselves so they can see the results of what they desire. They give up as soon as they don't get it the way they want to, or as soon as they want it, they don't get it. So when we have you creating a sacred container for people to come in, to be committed to a 30-day, a 10-day, a 15-day program, it's just being in an energy of being committed to the self. When you're committed to the self and you're doing things like this, it keeps you in the present positive timeline. You get less distractions and interference because you have come into the energy, you are centered, you're part of that. So everyone that comes into this Be So Light tribe, and we're doing things like this, they are bringing themselves into a higher vibration, and they're holding themselves committed to their outcome. And I said, wow, I really like how you shared that with me, Spirit. Thank you so much. I'm always talking, always having conversations with Spirit. And I love the fact how it was explained why they have me doing this with all of you. I don't have a problem with it because, it's a part of my thing too, to be consistent, to show up, to be here, to be present, Instead of just saying, hell with that, I don't want to be that. Screw that. I got things to do. Okay? And so I got things to do. Yeah, you got things to do. It's called be present. That's what you got. You got to be in you. You got to be stepping into you. You got to get out of the shenanigans of all that other stuff. You got to show up because that's what it's going to take. Hi, lovely. Did you catch me acting up? Oh, you're so glad you're. Oh, yes, it's time for the fight. Yes, honey. Yes. Yes. 9 to 5 to stay alive. 9 to 5 to stay alive. Yeah. Beyonce said that. 9 to 5 to stay alive. Aren't we all tired of that 9 to 5? Well, let me just bring something to the surface. Okay, remember I told all of you, pay attention when you go out in 3D world. What's going on? What's coming down the pipe? So yesterday I get my mail and my bank sent me a card. And I'm like, why did they send me a card? I already got a card. But I noticed on that card that I have, they gave me a card and they specifically said, oh no, that's good until 2025. And I'm saying, well shit, that's next year. Oh, what the hell are they doing? So I said, well, I got 2 cards. What the hell? Which one do they want me to use? So I said, let me go find out what's going on. It's time to step through and call people out and find out what they're doing. So I went down to the bank. I walk on in there and I'm waiting. I go up to the teller and I said, hi, lovely. How are you? Hi. So I go up to the bank teller. I said, here, why did you send me? I already have a card. You just sent me this card. Now you're sending me this card because the new one that you just sent me had a different look and had a different chip thing on it than the one that they just sent me like last month. And I'm like, wait a minute. They're getting ready. They know. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick. So they know what's up. Well, here's what gets me. All right, I'm keeping it real. We're supposed to be like just walking around acting like we don't know what time it is. Like we're not going to be aware that banks and all that stuff and that United States is no longer a corporation and things are falling apart. Oh yeah, and all the royals are going down and all that stuff, all that history is it's going bye-bye. So she looks at me and she says, oh, well, Miss Burns, you don't need to do this card. If you want, I like this. I like how she did this. If you want, we actually can take this card that we recently sent you last month and we'll just put a block on that and we'll just get rid of this card because this card won't be any good. I said, so you want me to use the new one that you just sent me a few days ago? This one right here. Yes. Take the sticker off and call in and activate that. That's going to be your new card. This card, she takes a little sticky thing. Do you want to witness me cut it up and all? I said, no, honey, because none of the money in the United States is worth anything. So I could care less what you're doing. I don't care. She goes, okay. So, because I was in a bank, I was talking like that. I don't care. So she gives me back my card. And I'm like, okay, so I just I just go home and I'll just activate it. She goes, yes. Now, I said, so I pull my debit card out and I go, so what's going to happen with this one? She goes, well, you're also going to be getting a brand new debit card shortly in the mail because that's all being updated with everything. I said, oh, shucka now. Why don't we just be real? Tick-tock. Everything going. She kind of looks at me and she goes, yeah. A couple of people behind me were like, yeah. I said, oh, some of y'all awake. They said, yeah, we know what time it is. I'm like, thank you very much. I just wanted to make sure, I look at the camera, that I wasn't looking like I wasn't talking about anything that was making any sense, since we're being over inundated with nonsense. And I said, oh, okay, thank you so much for letting me know. I'll keep my eyes open for that info. And she goes, okay. So I walk out and I'm like, I am so sick and tired of this shenanigans on this planet. Can we please just exit stage right and just get into what we need to be doing? Enough of this shenanigans down here. I swear, if one more person that's some kind of NPC or walking around, don't know who they are, not even enjoying themselves, not part of their soul connection, don't have spirit around them, I'm just gonna have to give them a whole bunch of M&Ms. I don't know. I was just thinking something. So, be aware that if you haven't gotten any updated stuff on your banking system, okay, they're getting ready to do this. And I thought it was kind of interesting because we haven't hit April 8th yet. So they're getting everything already set up. Like they already know, oh yeah. I already told you about when I went to Walgreens and got my foundation stuff. And the lady says, oh no, we're just putting a sale on that because we got to get ready for the reset. I said, what reset? She had purple hair. I said, what reset? She goes, oh, well, we got to move product forward so we can reset and bring the new stuff in. I said, oh, okay. She said it 3 times, reset. She said the word reset 3 times. I was like, oh, okay. Somebody else is awake. That's good. Keep it going. So just keep a lookout for your stuff. I am trying to get my passport. I don't have a job right now, but I am just making little plans. Honey, that's fine. Get your passport. Don't be worrying about what you don't have a job on right now and all that, because whatever you are supposed to be divinely doing, it's going to show itself. Now, you already got the pre with the lunar eclipse. That's the setup. All right? We're getting ready to hit Mercury retrograde. I think that's coming in next week sometime, or are we already on it? But this solar eclipse is all about, now hear this, paging all wonderful divine soul beings to hear your calling. Now hear this. Wake up and start stepping into your purpose. Yeah. This is like the final curtain call. Then we're going to watch. This is why it's so important for you to be in your higher vibration of yourself. Because there's going to be so much energy that's the false pushing you, pulling you. It's going to come through people. It's going to come through your jobs. It's going to come through all kind of weird stuff that you'd be like, what the hell is this? It's going to be weird stuff, because the brighter your light gets, the more they are wanting to get rid of your light. They don't want you to go to that next level. But that's why everybody's here on Peace of Light. And on all those other positive timeline platforms, you gotta pay attention. Who is talking what? What is their agenda? If it makes you feel good and you're feeling good here, you're good. If it makes you question, what the hell are they talking about? I'm not feeling that. Why it is? Listen to the words. Not just hear it, but listen to the words people are saying, how they'll describe people or say something. That'll let you know right there what their agenda level is. Okay? This is all about checkmate. Yeah, we don't have time for you to be trying to get a practice book out and say, what page was that on? How not to be taken advantage of by some crazy person. Oh, was that on page 33, or was that in the pop quiz section of the? We're all out of books. We don't have the books. That's it. No, we're done. There's no books. You're not going to get no books, okay? Not happening. So, use this time while we're going through these energy. Everything is wide open, okay? Wide open for the good, wide open for the bad, okay? That the polarity energy, the yin and the yang, okay? You just have to find out how to stay in the middle and hold your space. What is your divine curriculum? You got the key. How are you using the key to open? Are your hands open to receive? Because if they're cold, shut down, clammy, you're afraid to receive things. There's so many of us out there walking around afraid to receive something really good because we just think it's going to be taken away anyway. Or better yet, you keep settling for stuff that's not yours to do. It doesn't speak to your spirit. Stop settling. It's okay. Yeah, we're on planet Earth. Yeah, we're going through some things here, but you know what? You signed up to be here in this time. I know some of us feel like we got our spirit Kool-Aid drinks, bites, got tricked to come in here. I know I did. I'm going to have a big conference when I go back up there. But anyway, just stay true to yourself. When you stay in your light, you stay true to yourself, you speak your truth, no one can take that away from you. I don't care about all the mushma, you can't say this, can't say that, blah, blah, blah. But when we're talking about when you're not on connected into this or anything, when you're out amongst the people, show up, speak your truth, represent that light of who you are. Wear your freaking crown. All of you, put your crown on and sit on your throne. Because don't let somebody else get on your throne. Then you don't know what's going on in my life. What's all this shenanigan going on? Does that make sense? I know I'm a little fired up. I haven't eaten yet. Haven't eaten. I got some avocado sitting, waiting for me, some rice. Ready to dive into that. But I really want you activate those hands, opening them up. And just saying, my hands are ready to receive. My hands are ready to receive. Receive opportunities. Receive abundance. My hands are so magical. Whatever I touch, it turns to divine gold. When I touch this, it comes to me. Hell, I touch my head. I just think about whatever it is. That thought gets sent out. Look what happens. You touch your head. What is my hands doing? It just released it out. Alchemy is all about knowing how to change something into something else. How to move something from somewhere to move it somewhere else. How to step divinely in yourself and represent that. No matter what. And don't let anybody that is having some problems in the sandbox because they don't have their little shovel and their little pail to put they let them shovel that sand on their own. You go outside the sandbox and keep it going. All right. So let's find out how the energy is rolling. So I'm going to tell you tomorrow. Those of you that are going to sign up for the 40 days after the solar eclipse. Okay, it's really crucial because that's a big window of time when things like to try to repeat itself. We can shift that. So I would highly suggest, they showed it to me what I was going to be doing. I said, oh, I like that. I like that a lot. And then I'm going to watch and see how many other people start trying to do it. Okay? Because there's an old saying back in the time when I was sitting with a lot of the elders that have crossed over, and they would say, there will be a time when they would say, there will be 144,000 drums playing at one time that can change an outcome. So I would highly suggest that if you don't own some kind of form of a drum, to hurry up and get your hands on something. Because once April 8th hits, we are going to be every day coming together and just lightly drumming, holding an intention. I just told you now, but I'll go into more detail tomorrow. But it was so beautiful how Spirit was showing it to me. And I said, oh my God, that's so beautiful. And I said to myself, I said, what? I get to do this for 40 days? So right now, I want you to think about it. You don't have to be an expert. What you have to do is just show up and be in your light. And with that, we're going to change the outcome of any other stuff. We're going to bend it. We're going to bend those artificial timelines and get rid of them. Because when you drum and you're connected through heart and spirit and everyone's doing it at the same time, we put out a vibration. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I don't have a problem with it. Did any of you have a problem with trying to show up for that? I don't think so. You're part of Be So Light here. We have a responsibility to raise the light and to stay in our light as much as possible. And we need to do what we need to do. And it's all about the children. We have to make this safe and right for the children. All the babies that are being born, we have to do this. So I would highly suggest, if you can't get that, find your rattle. If you can't afford one, get a jar like this, put a lid on it, there, make yourself one. You don't have to have the water in it either. There, we solved that problem. So everyone can stop stressing about, how much is drunken cost? No, don't do that. Come on now. We materialize things here. All right, message of the day. See, we got to get out of oppression. Where is everybody feeling oppressed? Where? Step out of that. Okay, get ready to find a key. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Find the key. Where's the key? Is there a key in this one? Where's our key? This one's beautiful. It says Keeper of Opportunities. Look out. Look at her. Woo, we have some Oshun energy going on here. There you go. Yeah, see? Seraphim, gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support. There you go. Hold on. Okay. Everyone look at this picture. Find the keys. There's 2 of them. Isn't that so on time? Key. Key. There you go. There's your keys. So she's giving us 2 keys. She's got her pearls on. Yes. There you go. Find the keys. And what's so pretty about these cards, they got the keys on the back. So if you're interested in this set, remember it's this one. It's called the Unlocking the Secret Garden Oracle. I love this. Okay. All right, lovelies. I want you to really sit with that. Go and find out if you're going to show up with the drum, rattle, what have you, what calls to you, what feels divinely aligned. Start getting that ready. And I'll talk more about that tomorrow. If you are making a commitment to do this, you have to be in it to win it. Everyone, your energy is valuable for holding a sacred container that we are going to build together. Just how we did it for the 30-day, how we did it for the 10-day, how we're doing it for the 15. There's no different. It's just we're just going to expand a little bit bigger. Don't freak out. It's just going to be expanded throughout Mother Earth. What a time to be alive, huh? Bet you didn't see that coming. So, just know that if you can't afford a drum, get yourself a glass. Get that. You don't have to have water in it. Okay? All right, lovelies. I'm going to take care of myself and eat. It's starting to rain. Yes. Cleanse away whatever. I'm giving you a lot to think about. How your hands are showing up for you. Look at your hands. What do your hands say about you? What are your hands saying? Are they chapped, worn down? Are they sore, achy? This is the time you need to massage them. Okay? Put those creams on, those oils on, anoint those hands at night, as well as your feet. Okay? All right, lovelies. Say it with me before we leave. I am divinely aligned. I'm divinely seen. I'm divinely heard. I'm divinely loved. Be so light. Be your light. Do your divine curriculum. Why are you here? And don't settle. For God's sake, stop doing that. You're much more than that. All right, lovelies. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.